Hey y'all, let's talk about ability scores. The thing about ability scores is starting off, the average score for any ability standard is 0, and then it can get to negative if your character is extremely ill. It can get to -3. That seems to be the maximum. While it can go to +3 is the limit for human ability. So if you have a human character, I would say stick to +3. When I say human, I mean non-superpowered. You're trying to play as close to an AIM agent as possible, stick to +3. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I like characters like that. But let's see what a character like that would want to go into if they're playing an AIM agent or some shit like that, right? Because when you have melee, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, and logic, it's really like, what can I go into if I'm trying to play a normal human? Well, the powers have this power called tactic. It mostly use ego. Let's go over all the ability scores so you know why it use ego. Melee measures the character's brawling ability, close combat, fighting, who's strong in a fight specifically. Why fighting and not strength? Here's why. That's because every character in this game has a set strength point that you cannot go above or below. That, well, you can't go below because you can't hold back, but you can't go above that even with a roll. That's how I play it, right? Because it makes powers like Mighty 1, Mighty 2, Mighty 3 come off as 2 times strong. What is Mighty 2, Mighty 3, Mighty 4? Well, I don't know. We're going to go over it. Just give me a minute to get there. Not in this video, but soon, right? So melee measures their all-around combat skill. Agility measures their ability to attack at a distance, their movement, their swag. See, it's self-evident here that that agility is equal to the exaggerated swag of a black teen because Spider-Man is listed as having good agility. He's fast, he's quick on his feet, he can hit and run. So think about this. Who can do a triple backflip? Who can hit and run? And who do you know uses guns? Those characters fall into agility. High agility characters are good at all 3 of those things, are good at a specific subset of those things. I don't know, is your character. Resilience, your ability to take damage, your ability to resist poisons, your ability to resist spells that'll make you go to sleep. It's the measure of your character's stamina, tenacity, and pain and willpower. All that combined, that's what it measures. If you want to make a normal human, my rule is this is at +3, this is at +3, this can go infinite, this can go infinite, this can go infinite, this can go infinite. Why? Because resilience is, how I think, a measure of willpower. Captain America has exceptional resilience. That doesn't mean his melee and agility is good. That just means his willpower is good. So resilience is a measure of character stamina, tenacity, and pain tolerance. Thank you. Vigilance. Vigilance represents the situational awareness, mindfulness, discipline of the character. How good is he at looking around? How good is he is noticing that, hey, maybe we're out of our league? If you're playing a leader, you probably should have vigilance, summon vigilance, ego, and that's really it. Everything else is fluffer to me. Vigilance and ego, and maybe resilience is what you should be focused on if you're trying to make a leader character, in my personal opinion. Because this is your all-around situational awareness. This is when you see the Hulk and you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm not doing that. This is when you hear a sound and you're like, fuck that. We need to figure out what the fuck that is. That's the vigilance. Next one is ego. Ego is a measure of your character's self-confidence, personal magnetism, and force of personality. So if you're a leader, you want high ego. This is one of the ones I was talking about. If you wanted to play a leader character, you need high ego. It's good for protecting against psychological attacks like telepathy and stuff. Uses of magic and elemental powers. It's intimidation, persuading people, using psychic powers. All these things uses ego, but more importantly, it's your character's personality. Can he persuade the Hulk into doing stuff? Maybe if he has high ego, maybe the fuck be. Next one is logic. The last one, but second to most importance, I feel. Logic is really the determiner and representation of the character's insight and intelligence. Characters with good insight, characters who can invent gadgets, find their ways against complex situations, has good logic. Logic defense helps against being confused or befuddled or tricked using telepathic powers. This is what logic helps with. I didn't really read through the other ones, like the other ones that help with power, because the powers aren't really what's important to me. It's how you build your character. What is your character good at and why your character is good at. If your character, let's say has elemental powers, right? But doesn't have a high ego and they're not good at using elemental problems, who cares? Like, you built your character to grow and to interact with the world. Not everybody's going to be the best. So don't worry about min-maxing. Now, if you are min-maxing, great. That's fine too. Just don't expect everybody else to. Now, this is the agility scores. Next, we're going to go on to ability checks, ability defenses. Thank you. Hope you guys stay tuned for next video.